What's the matter with you? It's Friday. It is 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's January 23rd, 2015, and it is 62 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you can get Chinese food, you can get Italian food, you can get American food, and you can get more American food. Good morning, Robin. How are you doing?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
Good to see you again, as always.
As always, good to see you again.
And our friend Doug Smith is in the studio. Good morning, Doug. How you doing?
Good morning, Larry. I'm doing okay.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. Galen Unald is expected to join us today from Life South. Usually he calls in, and this morning we're looking forward to him coming in here. Tomorrow, he's involved with the 5 Points of Life Children's Marathon. Kids Marathon. They call it kids. You and I have always shied away from the word kids all of our lives.
Yeah, we have. We call them children, not goat babies.
5 Points of Life tomorrow, 9 a.m., right across the street from where we're broadcasting, the College of Central Florida. To register, you go to 5pointsoflife.org. When Galen gets here, we'll ask him if it's too late to register. I'm not so sure if it is. Mm-hmm. And, of course, WOCA is one of the sponsors, I think, and you know this better than I do.
Yep, WOCA is a sponsor.
No, not that part. I mean, I think that Dan is Dan Martone is going to do some broadcasts with Galen tomorrow?
Dan and Galen will be this afternoon, beginning at 2 o'clock at Sports Authority here in Ocala, and they're going to be talking about the children's marathon, 5 Points of Life.
I knew you knew more about it than I did. Did I say good morning, Doug? Hey, Doug.
I'm doing okay. You said it.
Did I say good morning?
Before.
So Galen will be here, and so it's Friday. And I thought I'd do something fun with Galen once he gets here. I don't know how long we're going to play this game, but I got a game for Galen. First of all, of course, I want to talk about the Blood Center, and I want to talk about the 5 Points of Life, and then I have a game at some point in the morning. It's called Intentional Tangents.
Nice.
I made it up. So we'll start a conversation, and then you have to pick a card from that basket to your right there. Mm-hmm. And then Galen will have to pick a card. And I have to pick a card. And if Doug wants to play along, he can pick a card. Or anybody else who's here wants to play. So then you have to intentionally change the subject to whatever the card subject is, whatever the subject is on the card.
Oh, nice.
And but you can't make it obvious. You have to, and there's no way we'll know. None of the rest of us will know what's on the card you picked. So that just ought to be fun. No yawning allowed, Doug. Not allowed to yawn. Not allowed to yawn.
On the radio.
I tried to cover my mouth.
I know. We have a sign up. It says no yawning. See the green button over here? That's gonna. It'll open up a door underneath your seat.
Yeah, right. This is not Maxwell Smart.
Not Maxwell Smart. So that's what we'll do. We'll have just fun today with Galen and find out about the 5 Points of Life. And then tomorrow, you and I are going to show up over at the college.
Yep, we are.
We're going to make a video. So I'm looking forward to that. That ought to be fun.
That's going to be very
as it always is. Always is. It should be a nice day, and it's going to be cool. Right now, 62, and it's going to rain today. Weather, by the way, in this country is, hold on, I'll tell you that in a second, but here in Ocala, 68 degrees is tomorrow's high, and I guess drizzle, a little bit of drizzle. So that shouldn't stop. That shouldn't stop anybody, huh?
No,
From running?
Because one of those past years it did drizzle during 5 Points of Life, and they just kept on going.
I believe it did. Was
it last year?
I think it did. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, but,
yes, it was. It was cold.
It was cold. Yeah. So tomorrow will be cold and cool. Anyway. So let me tell you the rest of the morning, and then I'll tell you the weather. Jim George coming in, Professor Gadget. Going to talk about some gadgets out there and explain to you what you can do to make your life easier, I guess, more enjoyable with gadgets. One of the gadgets that I have is my Kindle, and I love the different things you can do with it.
Yeah, Kindles are wonderful.
Read a book. You can have it read the book to you.
You can play video games on there. You downloaded and gave Doug a couple of games on his Kindle so he could play.
And we have another gadget that we've ordered from Amazon called Echo?
Echo.
So we're going to put it in the studio. It's going to be like it's going to be a robot on-air host.
Yeah, that is going to be cool.
We're going to give it its own microphone, and it'll actually respond when we ask it questions. We'll be able to say, hey, how's it going? And it'll say, it's going pretty good.
Yep. Yep.
That'll be fun. So Jim George from American Cable Services at 9:05. Yuki Oikawa at 9:35. You might guess from the way I've tried to pronounce her name. His name, sorry.
He was on with us before.
Oh, was he?
It was a lot of fun. He was the one that had the translator.
Oh,
in the background.
yes. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
this guy?
Such fun.
Okay.
Yeah, he's coming on right before he goes back to Japan.
Where is he, in New York?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
He's a Japanese political expert. He's talking about a book called Into the Storm of International Politics, The New Standards of the World Order. Mm-hmm. Find out what that is.
Yeah, he's such a lot of fun.
Ocala Magazine Radio. Kelly Hart will be in the studio bringing us whatever she's got up her sleeves. Mm-hmm. Caroline Alexander at 10:35. Caroline is a contributing writer for National Geographic Magazine and, in fact, wrote the cover story for the February issue of National Geographic. I have always been a National Geographic fan. Her story is called The Invisible War on the Brain. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to hearing about that.
Yeah, I think
The War on the Brain.
I think it hits the newsstands next week, so the end of January.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I've always thought of National Geographic as a photo magazine. I wonder what kind of photos they use for a story on the brain.
Yeah, it has to do with PTSD and returning soldiers.
Oh, okay.
It's a very disturbing photo. That
do you have the photo?
That we have in the.
Oh, you do have a photo. Let me see.
In the first part.
It is a photo of a wounded soldier.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gosh, what those guys go through. Tina Mahal at 11:05. She is the senior marketing director for Frito-Lay.
Yep.
The people that make the chips.
Yep.
The annual Frito-Lay's Do Us a Flavor contest is what she wants to talk to us about. I don't remember all the details about what you win. Mm-hmm. Do us a flavor.
Yeah, because they had some like 5 or 6 different chips in grocery stores a few months ago, and then they were like incognito. They had their name, but they weren't called anything. So, you bought them as a consumer at a reduced rate.
Oh.
You would go online and vote for your most favorite flavor.
Well, I've been trying to eat better.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
trying to eat smarter. So no offense, Tina Mahal, but that's kind of off my list. All chips are kind of off my list. So, just saying. Fun with Joe. Got a fun topic today. I mean, a fun game.
Here's Galen.
Today the game. Hey,
good morning, Galen.
There he is.
He's all set to go.
Today the game. Listen to this.
Okay.
Can I show you something?
Yes, you can.
Play something for you. All right. This is the sound of a bird. And I wondered if I played it outside the speaker here, would the birds outside react to it? Doesn't it sound familiar? You've heard this bird before, right?
It sounds very familiar.
Have you heard this bird? Hey, Galen.
Morning, Galen.
Wait, you sit way down there. Hold on. Which is his microphone? Number 7?
This one.
Number 7.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Galen likes that area.
I do have them labeled, I know. Go on, Galen.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
There you are. How you doing?
I'm good.
We have some fun stuff for you today. Intentional tangents. Did you hear about our game?
No, I missed that.
Oh, you missed it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to talk about 5 points of life. We're going to talk about the and then intentional tangents.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
This is a game where we start a conversation. I'll start it off. I want to ask you about the telephone you had when you were a kid.
Did you see the crows outside? I was walking in and they were yelling at me.
Oh, really? So part of the game.
There comes a little bird.
Are they really responding to it?
Yeah, there comes a little bird.
So the game with Joe today is called For the Birds, and I have bird questions and bird sounds. You guys have to guess the name of the bird.
Oh, cool.
Based on the questions and the sounds. He's going to go nuts with that.
Nice.
So the game, Galen, is this. We're going to start a conversation.
Yeah.
And then we'll intentionally, you and Doug, if he wants to play, and Robin, we have to intentionally change the subject to Whatever it says on a piece of paper, you draw from that basket.
Oh, that'll be fun.
But you can't make it obvious. You have to kind of connect it.
Subtle.
You have to connect it to whatever we were just talking about. Okay?
I like that. Right? That gives us a reason for what we do usually.
Right.
Gives us an excuse.
So I told you Fun with Joe. I told you what we're doing with Galen and the weather. Let me tell you about the weather. Hold on. A messy mix of rain, snow, and sleet is bearing down on the northeast's major cities in what forecasters are calling the I-95 corridor's first brush with a significant winter storm this season.
Gosh.
I wonder what the Weather Channel's calling it.
Yeah.
Disaster strikes the Northeast.
They call it a name. They give it a name, right?
And they're going to have somebody in Home Depot. Home Depot is completely out of heaters today.
Right. Exactly. Get your news stories ready.
Right.
Yeah, that would be a great job.
This is file footage from 1994.
That's right.
You know, you could make some money with this because you already know what to say. Oh man, everything always happens too quick.
It's all right.
But you could go on, you could be one of those Fiverr people and make $5 a shot and just say, hey, I'll give you a newscast. Just send me $5.
Yeah.
Make up something.
Can that be fun?
Do the weather.
Yeah.
Weather for radio stations that don't have a weatherman.
I saw a YouTube video and it said, this is exactly what a newscast broadcast looks like. And they did like the standard, how every news show shot. It was hilarious.
We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. ISIS posting a countdown clock online for beheading 2 Japanese hostages. The deadline for Japan to pay a $200 million ransom expired overnight.
They haven't publicly, at least, admitted that they will pay any ransom. The Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has made it very clear no ransom will be paid. But privately in the past, the Japanese government has paid ransoms to terrorist groups.
Sky News correspondent Mark Stone. The House approving a bill that tightens federal funding restrictions on abortions.
All human life is worth protecting. Each one is worth saving and deserves respect and protection.
But Indiana Republican Jackie Walorski pulled her support from another GOP measure which would have banned most abortions after 20 weeks, except in cases of rape, as long as a woman had reported it. Republican leaders scrapped that bill.
Fox Radio's Jared Halpern. Oil prices rising after the death of Saudi Arabia's King Abdullah. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Bay.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The #1 place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings.
Regions Bank has big bank ability but possesses small bank agility. Utilizing tools like Raymond Andrews and his team of 6 mortgage experts with 100 years of experience in the mortgage industry and 50 years experience as members of the Regions Bank team. Mortgage lending is personal and important, and you deserve someone that will lead you through a positive process. Raymond and his team use local mortgaging processes like local appraisers and local closing to help you have a positive experience, and they habla Espanol as well. So whether you need a conventional, FHA, USDA, or VA loan, or you even need a construction loan, the mortgage team of your local Regions Bank has the knowledge and experience to guide you through the process. So contact Raymond Andrews and his team of mortgage experts at 352-854-4104. That's 352-854-4104. Regions Bank, it's time to expect more.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, Don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services. When your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements, from damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 a.m.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Friday morning. It is Friday, 61 degrees. The temperature dropped a little bit, Robin. How about that?
Oh, my gosh.
And it's going to get cold. It's going to be cold tomorrow, Galen, for the 5 points of life. Cool, not cold.
Cool is good. Rain bad.
Drizzle is what it says. Doesn't say rain. Drizzle.
Right. It's that dewy.
Yeah, but drizzle is, to my opinion, the weatherman's way of covering his butt.
Right. Isn't that what you do with chocolate too? I mean, you want to drizzle.
Right.
Drizzle isn't, when you think of drizzle, it's not a negative. It's like, I'll take a little drizzle.
Drizzle's not bad, yeah.
No.
Drizzle's
but if it's like, you ever been like when it's really cold, but it's not cold enough to like be sleet or anything and it drizzles, then it's miserable. It's absolutely miserable.
I've never been to London, but
that's exactly right.
It looks like the way London feels.
Correct.
I guess. I don't know.
Correct.
I don't know. You know what it feels like? It feels like Niagara Falls. Have you ever been to Niagara Falls? And it feels like that. There's drizzle everywhere.
Well, the mist.
Right. It's coming up.
They call it the Queen of the Mist, something of the Mist.
Maid of the Mist.
Maid of the Mist. That's right. That's right.
When you have this 5K tomorrow, last year it was at the Paddock Mall. This year it's at the college. Will they be closing off any streets tomorrow?
No, and it's 1.2 miles, so it's not quite a 5K.
Oh, okay.
So, and the kids will start. It starts at 9 o'clock. We're going to be right there next to the Ewer Center. So at the main entrance, you'll be able to see us from there. And we're actually running on the campus the whole time. So, and we did that so we didn't have to. We saved a lot of money on police and things like that. And it's important to know that this is completely free for all the kids. As long as they signed up by the deadline, which was in December.
Is it too late to do it?
No, you can still sign up. It's $5 now.
Okay.
If you come up and you say, "Hey, Galen said that I didn't have to pay," then you probably won't have to pay.
Yeah.
So but again, we have to stop it being free, just so we don't have everybody sign up late, because then we don't know how much material to order, because every person who participates gets a free t-shirt and a medal, and we just have to anticipate.
I got you, right. That makes sense.
Who's going to be here and things like that. So yeah, we're really, really excited. I think it's going to be just a great time. And it's so much fun. You guys have been there, and when a child crosses the finish line and they're 6 or 7 and they achieve this, and they ran their 25 miles before the day of, and then they cross that finish line, that last 1.2 miles to complete their marathon, and they get their medal and the pride they have, and they'll just sit there and hold the medal and stare at it. It's really, really pretty cool. So, because it's not a cheap medal, it's not a participation medal. It's an actual marathon medal, and it's really, really cool. And it makes all the work we put into it worth it that instant. And everybody I've ever talked to, I'm like, if you think this is not worth it, you don't want to participate, you don't want to support us, this is what I ask. Come Just stand at the finish line for 15 minutes. You will change your mind. And that's why it's growing every year, because our sponsors get better and better.
And hopefully that is what somebody can do. It's not the same impact as being in person, but if you watch the video, hopefully you get that, a taste of it anyway.
Absolutely.
With the video.
And if you could picture 400 kids between the ages of 5 and probably 13 or 14 at the highest, running. And then you have for every child, we figured out that you get about 2.5 adults, and so there's a lot of people there. It's a really cool event, and all the pictures that are taken, we just think it's phenomenal. It's great.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why we started out with one kids marathon in Gainesville, then we took it to Ocala, and we brought it to Ocala because I believed that Ocala needed it, and I'm like, if there's any place we could pull it off, it's where I live. And so now we have 15.
Oh, wow.
In 4 years, we've gone from 1 to 15.
That is great.
Marathons. And so we went from 250 kids participating to this year we're expecting about 10,000 kids to participate. So
that is incredible.
Here?
No. In the Southeast.
The whole thing. Are they all doing it on the same day?
No. We spread it out because we'll go to each one. I try to go to, out of the 15, I'll probably go to 8 of them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And now we have one in New Jersey, because they love the program so much, like we want to do this, and so we're talking about.
Do you want us to come with you to New Jersey and videotape that one?
Yeah, if you want to.
We can stay for free at my son's house.
Yeah,
we can stay for free at my son's house.
I'm not going.
Pile in.
I'm not going.
Oh, you're not?
No. We're just doing a lot of conference calls. It's not that complicated to do. So, but we're going to have some on the West Coast next year. So we're excited. We're really excited about the program.
This is kind of an intentional tangent, but it's not the game. Robin's son is visiting. Robin and Ronnie's son is visiting, and guess how much he's paying for his JetBlue flight?
I don't know.
$35?
Really?
$35.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I got to sign up for whatever it is that alerts him that there's a very cheap ticket.
Gas prices must have really dropped.
Yeah, $35, so $70 round trip.
Yeah,
wow.
Exactly. Yeah,
It's the time of the year. Everything's about the season when you travel.
Maybe that could be what it is. Yeah. Who flies on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, but last time when TJ came, 2 years ago, he paid like $70.
Yeah, he's always
one way.
Kind of on.
He's always on the fringe
of
stuff.
That's
on
good.
The edge.
That's good.
Yeah.
So when I was here last year, we did the video. There were adults running too. Now, what is that same thing happening tomorrow?
The adults run because they don't feel like their child can be.
No. I mean, there was like a separate race going on.
Okay. Yeah. The Ocala Marathon will still happen. It's a different weekend, but
that's not happening tomorrow.
No. No. And we kind of separated it for a couple of reasons. One, we believe that the kids marathon should stand alone. I think it
makes it easier on me.
It makes it easier
as a video guy.
Yes.
it makes it easier on everyone because last year we had some complications at the start line. We had to actually delay it. I mean, we were right outside your studios, and it really created a problem for us because there was just too much thing. There was beer. I'm not against beer.
Yeah,
just
but
against
you got
beer
kids.
And people are drinking beer around kids at 9:00 in the morning. I don't think that sends the best signal.
Yeah, exactly.
And our sponsors didn't necessarily think it was the best idea, and they didn't get the coverage they felt they deserved, and I agree with them. And so the other thing, it was on a Sunday, and we had a lot of pushback saying, we can't do Sunday morning. We go to church, or we have other functions, and so we're like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so
you see, Robin remembered it was a Sunday.
Yeah,
and that's why you weren't here last year, right? Because you were at church.
Yeah,
and that's a really big deal, and that was a conflict I had internally. It's like, okay, we're trying to make this better. And it was the only one we had on a Sunday morning, and so it was an internal battle, and so I finally said, okay, if I'm going to solve this, then I got to come up with a solution, and that's when Tom Davis had the idea of going to CF, and CF has been phenomenal to work with. They said, what are you doing? Oh, we got to do this, and this is their opportunity to show off their campus to the rest of the community.
Yeah.
And I was amazed at how easy they're making this for us. They didn't charge us anything, which the mall did. And despite all my efforts, and I'm pretty good at that kind of stuff, that they charged us, and they charged us pretty handsomely, and I didn't feel like we got the benefit from it.
Do you want to say how much?
$2,500.
Whoa!
Yeah, for 5 hours, and that was But we wanted to do it because there's some good things about the mall. The parking's fantastic. Everybody knows where it is. Centrally located. But you start adding.
Was it 1.2 miles last year?
Yes.
Oh, it was.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And so I'm like, all right. And when we negotiated the deal the first time, I was really good friends with a PR person from the mall. Mm-hmm. And they realized how many people we were actually physically bringing to the mall, and they respected that. And new ownership doesn't. We're having some conflicts with the new ownership at the blood center.
Oh, really?
And I'm not afraid to put on. And I told him, I said, I'm not afraid to bring public pressure to you. I'm not. We've been having blood drives at the mall since 1986.
Yeah.
Right? 1986. And we've never been charged for anything. Mm-hmm. And so now all of a sudden, all these years later, you want to begin charging us to have a community blood drive? I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I do. I'm sorry. I have a problem with that.
So tomorrow, if we want to be, we'll be there to videotape. We're going to be there probably earlier than, what is the start time?
Starts at 9.
9.
People start showing up about 8:15. We'll be completely wrapped up and out of there by 10:30.
Which means you're here, what, at 7?
Oh, no. I'll be here about 6:15.
Oh, you're here way early?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of work that goes on. And this year we've got like 85 volunteers. It's going to be pretty phenomenal.
Oh, nice.
So we'll be here. We're looking forward to it. And hopefully the video comes out well.
It will.
It's always a crap shoot.
It will come out well.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back with Galen. Have a fun game for Galen to play with us. It is called, what did I call it? Intentional Tangents.
Yep.
We should market this one. I think we could sell this idea.
Call Pete. He'll have a game.
I know.
He'll have it figured out within the hour.
All right, we'll be right back with Galen
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll turn out mostly cloudy today and breezy. It'll be warm, too, with a couple of showers or even a thunderstorm later this afternoon, high 76 to 80. Tonight, cloudy, breezy, and mild with a shower or a thunderstorm, low 63 to 67. Tomorrow, cloud and a shower to start, then some sun in the afternoon, breezy and cooler with highs in the 60s. For Sunday, sunshine, high 62 to 66. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Greetings, good citizens. Join Robin Hood and the Sheriff of Nottingham at the 29th Annual Hogtown Medieval Fair, January 24th and 25th and January 30th through February 1st at the Alachua County Fairgrounds. You'll find medieval merriment for the whole family. Cheer on royal knights as they joust for their lady's honor. Watch a living chess match or enjoy performances by gypsy dancers and magicians. Then wander through the marketplace where hundreds of artisans sell their medieval wares. Come one, come all to the Hogtown Medieval Fair. Real estate is the largest and most personal investment that any of us will ever make. Be sure to tune in Tuesdays at 10 a.m. when Bob Kennedy, owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty, will be answering your questions and discussing real estate. So remember, that's Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Call 622-9622 with your questions. It pays to be an informed buyer or seller. This is news you can use from Berkshire Hathaway Home Team Realty and your friends here at WOCA.
Hi, Danny Warfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll turn out mostly cloudy today and breezy. It'll be warm, too, with a couple of showers or even a thunderstorm later this afternoon, high 76 to 80. Tonight, cloudy, breezy, and mild with a shower or a thunderstorm, low 63 to 67. Tomorrow, cloud and a shower to start, then some sun in the afternoon, breezy and cooler with highs in the 60s. For Sunday, sunshine, high 62 to 66. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol